you about it.
We need taps because some people are really hurt. So every day I think the man upstairs and ain't doing you and me. Get off my dick. I guess there's some people out there with some hurt feelings. Imagine reporting it every time I open my mouth, but y'all been running it for 3 months. Now if I give that energy back, it's I'm so vile, right? Weak bitch shit, y'all. Weak bitch shit. Don't start none, won't be none. Crazy idea, I know. Imagine I had to share my live out to get people in here. How embarrassing. Hi, can't even. I appreciate y'all. Not Erin. Ryan is now the leader. She takes the hurt feelings reports, okay? So if y'all got a problem, you're gonna have to go to her. Something tells me she's not going to take it seriously, but you know, just figured I'd throw that out there. It's weird to me. So like, listen to me, it's weird to me. I didn't report y'all. Hi, struggles. I didn't report y'all. Y'all were able to run amok on this bitch for 3 fucking months without me opening my mouth. That's embarrassing for y'all. Anywhoosies, I'm telling you, yeah, I know I'm not gonna be around, so I want to. Yeah, listen. Finny, I'm sorry, but I can't. My multitasking is still very broken. I'm trying, but yeah, right. Take that shit somewhere else. Can you imagine if I reported y'all shit? And let me tell you something. I probably know there's one other person I know better than her, and we're not like friends like that. But I will snatch your shit. Don't dish it out if you can't take it. Y'all been lying about me on the internet for 3 months. I start correcting y'all's bullshit, and it's fucking report. Weak bitch shit. That's weak bitch shit. Y'all are embarrassing. Yeah. Finn is trying to get to the Care Bears, which, let me show you. No, Finn. No Care Bears. These came in I appreciate you can't even. These came in an advent calendar, and I ordered it. Y'all, she's not gonna leave me alone because it's the new nails. Hi! In an advent calendar. Get the fuck up out of the kitchen. You hear me? This one says bite me. They have like little, I love them. Somebody in my Discord server dropped the link. They were on their TikTok shop, but I did find them on Amazon for cheaper. They are super small, but I got them really late. But they say like fucking magical, this says. They say like all kinds of little things. Anyway, I got distracted because I saw them. She's not going to leave me alone. What up, Crystal? Because she just wants, this is what she wants. She wants scratches. This is what she wants. Because, you know, hi, Jean. When I first get my nails done, they're like kind of sharp. Can I do this, though? I hope everybody's ready for Christmas. It was 3 months. Self-awareness over there, and that's going to lead us to G. We're going to talk about G for a minute. Y'all are helping her get monetized. I hope you understand that. I hope that the people that are watching her channel are helping her get monetized. Look, Finn, what's her doing? I'm telling you, Lily, that's how I feel. What are you doing, ma'am? Finny, oh yeah. I appreciate you, Zora Linda. Yeah, me either. I can't watch live unless I'm in a stream, all right? If you are one of the people that stream her and she gets monetized, all right, you're going to have to add commentary. You have to. Because she can copyright strike you. Once she gets monetized, you have to add commentary if you're a streamer. All right? No, you got to get down. What up, Joni? I wanted to talk a little bit about I don't really want, what up, Mahalo? I appreciate y'all. So views are different than watch hours. Alright? I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't understand views and watch hours. I don't understand the analytics behind it, right? Yeah, me too, sweetness. That's the best way to do it. What up, Valpal? I don't know why people can't stay out of that. Nookie, he gets them up super fast. So I don't know why people just can't. No, Shay. Thank you. So I have 11.8. I'm sorry, y'all. 11.8K watch hours. My views are 103.5K. If somebody in here can make that, hi nosy one. If somebody in here can make that make sense, I'm all for it. But if you are watching her, you are helping her get monetized. Live streams are the fastest way to build those watch hours. Thank you for bringing me back. We're working on, what up, Money Swipe? I'm sorry, y'all. Money Swipers, and I combined you and Squishy. I want to go back to that document. We're working on, thank you. Hi, Tiffany. I just really started. We're working on getting that document that I posted about the other day where it says, no, watch hours come from replays as well. Hi, Giselle. We're working on getting that document being able to be released because I understand, what up, Crimson? People get frustrated. I understand that. People get frustrated when we get up on here and say, hey, we saw this. We can't release it yet, but I could promise you that if I'm saying it, I got it. I just don't have permission to drop it, right? Hi, Princess Peach. Couple of things I wanted to talk about. Not only is it not disclosed on that paper, but you know what I can show? The psych eval. No history of SA. Do you need me to repeat that? No history of abuse in relationships either. That's weird. I thought that the guy that you were with, that you thought was not straight because he would, you know, but that wasn't in there either. You know what else isn't in there? Unaliving attempts. Why would that be? Why would that be in that psych eval? Why would these things that you get on the internet and attempt to use as sympathy? And y'all, this is why I appreciate you, Darlinda. This is why her emotions never match the situation, because she's mirroring what she thinks it should be. Okay, these things would 100% be in this psych eval. Why aren't they there? When you do this in depth of a psychiatric evaluation, everything, y'all, it is everything. SA isn't there. I purposely looked. I went and looked because I was like, it's got to be there, right? Things like this are not for educational purposes only. Why are you doing this? Why are you getting on this motherfucker and using other people's trauma for sympathy? You realize that these, I appreciate you, Tracy, you realize that these aren't just situations. These are things that people deal with daily. Hi, Panini. Yeah, I won't be live again after this one. Do you realize that there are people that have gone through these things every day? They wish they hadn't. Hi, Melissa. I hope you're doing all right. Every day. Yet you get on this bitch and use it as a means to grift on the internet. They would be in that psych eval. There is no question. I won't be, like, Christmas. I'm not going to be around for Christmas. Never. Also, I can't even tell you the last time I got into an Uber and then needed to give the Uber driver my address. You see, babe, you might be a 61. We are not. You don't get the address after they get in the Uber? What are you talking about? But because you just talk, you catch yourself up. I don't know who has the copy. I appreciate y'all. I don't know who has a copy of this psych eval. Denies being Baker acted. Denies experiencing unaliving thoughts or engaging in self-harm. Weird. That's weird. It is, Phelan. It is. And you know what's crazy? The fucking psych eval says it. The psych eval says just that. The psych eval says that she has no boundaries. I appreciate you, Derlinda. When it comes to that attention grabbing, she doesn't have the delusional disorder, y'all. If my family member, my sister, my daughter, never happened, but if that was my sister and I saw delusional disorder on their psychological documentation, I would do everything in my power to get them help. It quite literally says that she has an inflated sense of self and that her stories don't make sense. It says it. It says histrionic and delusional. Rule out delusional disorder. Histrionic. It says histrionic. But, like, you're fucking hurting people. You're hurting people. And you don't give a fuck because you continue to do it for your own validation. It's wild to me. But then it says delusions of grandeur. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I just, like, when I was listening to yesterday, I was like, wait a second. I knew it wasn't there. So I went back and I read this entire thing again. Lama Steph, I don't think they're going to continue doing it. Okay? It says right here. Hop hippie! I appreciate you. They feel, you know what? It says that too in here. It says in here that anybody around her that encourages her delusions is causing more harm. No, I know it's real. What up, Fuzz? Merry Christmas. The psych eval is real. That was a lie. Okay? Denied any abuse or police involvement in current or previous relationships. If you're sitting over there and you're her supporter, you need to get your hands on this psych eval. That's who needs to see it. Okay? What else did I want to... Her session should primarily focus on improving insight and self-awareness by overcoming her cognitive distortions, and her skewed perceptions of reality, and to explore the source of her need for attention. If it was somebody in my family, I would have already done it. Okay? I don't know how many people, I know it is, I don't know how many people in here have experience with psychological testing. When she was getting ready to do this, right? When she was getting ready to take this exam, I said, you can't fake that. These things are designed. They have validity scales. They could test you. They know if you're telling the truth. And when you don't, they catch on. You cannot fake them. You can't fake them. And when they said it is fail proof, when this test was ordered, I was like, oh, she's fucked. Because, and especially with, I appreciate you, Aaron, with the lesser than average IQ, she couldn't do it. Hi, D-Mac. Those who have endured longer or perhaps more involved interactions with her may become tired of her. Overwhelming and persistent presence, and in some cases may distance themselves. Y'all that are over there, okay, you're causing more harm. You're causing more harm. By not dealing with it head on, you are causing more harm. It says it in the psych eval that the people that are around her must not accept her skewed version of reality. It says it. Hi, Brian. You're now the VP of Hurt Feelings. So they got to go to you to file a report. It says it. A psychiatrist. You're causing harm. Well, Brooke, I think that a lot of them are actually on this side. And at this point, this is just my opinion. At this point, I think it should all stop. If you're on this side of things and you're going over there and trolling in her chat and trying to get close to her for information, you don't need it. Trust me, everything that's necessary from over there, it comes this way. And I also want to address this. Hi, Cali girl. There are things that I know that would break this motherfucker. Okay? And I ain't getting on this bitch to talk about it. When you do things like that, especially sensitive information, you do more harm than good. Certain things are better off unsaid. You understand? Hi, teacher. And that is going to be the difference between people's motives, if you understand what I'm saying. There is not, some things are just better left off the internet. They do. Always. 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 I think that some people, they're just bored. I'm being honest. Like, I feel like some people have just way too much time on their hands. There was something else I saw in here. Hold on, I'm sorry. I'm trying to find it. Y'all, I'm waiting on... They're still getting a lot of calls. Alright? They're still getting a lot of calls. And those calls... How can I say this? They are 100%. They know, okay? They know. When people call in and make the call and add on things, exaggerating, you're hurting the situation. You're hurting the situation. I understand that there are mandated reporters watching, y'all. Oh, also, Gabby, in this, you lie about the lock on the door, right? So, CPS, did they tell you to put the lock on the door? Or did you not have a lock on the door? I'm wondering. Hi. I understand that there are mandated reporters, and I would never tell people not to do their, like, fulfill their oath. I wouldn't do that. The only thing that I could say is that everything that people would report is being reported. Right. And I understand that some people, I'm talking about the people that do it just to be spiteful. I'm not talking about the legit calls. They are. They are very well aware of her manipulative tendencies. That they are. I promise you they are. They know. They know. And if you are mandated to report, I can't tell you what not to do. However, what I can say is that if you are reporting, please do not exaggerate. That's all I'm gonna say. All right. In cases like these, the CPS is getting so overwhelmed with the influx of calls, right? There are times when that makes them push towards close. How should this goes? What up? Find out faster because they don't want to deal with it. You follow me? And that is, I promise you, it's being taken care of. If I didn't, I don't know if how many of y'all remember when I was dealing with Lori's dogs, right? Once I knew I didn't have a handle on that, I came and I gave that information to the public. Here, y'all go report it. If it is a situation that I did not know was being handled, I would verbalize that. I promise you I would. I can't. Because here's the thing. They don't. Hi, Nikki. They don't. They don't. And they're watching. And I can't. That I think that's the concern that people are having, right? Is that half the people think he's in foster care, right? And the calls are still coming. Do you understand? What happens when they know he's there? What happens then? We go from 16 calls a day to 50. Counterproductive. That's counterproductive, right? If I thought that this was not being handled by the appropriate people, I would tell y'all. I would start contacting mandated reporters behind the scenes and have them start taking care of it. I know that you're frustrated, y'all. I understand. Trust me, you think I don't get frustrated? That before he was taken, I wasn't sleeping trying to find a resolution, okay? Because I knew what was going on at the school. Stop blaming the internet. It is the school reports that had that happen, not people on the internet. And I knew that. When I did the last live, I knew. I think it was like 2 weeks before that I knew about it. And I would just say, it's not the people on the internet. It is people in his real life. And it was. And unfortunately, he's still in that class. I would be so embarrassed as a mother. I would be so embarrassed to have the school call CPS on me more than once. I would be so embarrassed. My fucking self-image on TikTok would be the last thing that I would be worried about. I appreciate y'all. What up, Blessed? Okay. It's a situation And I don't agree with this. I'm just gonna be, what up, little reds? Right, me too. Like, even an active addiction, like, my kids were cared for, fresh dinner on the table. Also, Gabby, I promise you, all right, I just want to make this clear. We are not jealous because you can cook, okay? Some of the stuff that I've seen you cook, I wouldn't feed my animals, all right? What I don't understand, what is wrong with these people that think that we're jealous of them. It drives me crazy. You know? Right. I know. It's crazy. There was something else. Ms. Jacobson's skewed perception of her circumstances also seemed suggestive of delusional disorder. It is not clear if her dysfunctional thought process was a result of her personality disorder. So I want to know why there is no record of SA in this psych eval or unaliving ideation or attempts. That's what I want to know. Don't make me vomit, y'all. Anybody? It's not in the book either. Yeah, you're right. I find it strange and it's infuriating, and I talk to people on the back end, right, that are dealing with situations that are triggered, and she gets on this app and she says, my triggers are not your responsibility. They are when you jump on here and use their trauma to profit. They are. It is your responsibility. I don't know if you know this. Hi Alexia, I hope you're feeling all right. It is your responsibility as a content creator. I use that word loosely. What up, Yankees girl? To get on this app, good, I'm glad, and put out accurate information. I have always felt that way. If you have a platform, you have a responsibility to the people that follow you. And that is why her emotions, tied to this trauma doesn't make sense to trauma victims, okay? That's why it doesn't make sense, because it never happens. And she is mimicking what she thinks in her mind it would look like. No, it's the same one. Same psych eval. What up, Dirty Smurf? I just went back to look, because I didn't remember, like, when this was going on, like, I got hit by a car, like, my memory's still a little fucked up, you know? Hi, Maddie. So I wanted to go back to it so that I could see if these things were in the psych eval. They're not. They're not. Also, how in the fuck, right? How in the fuck do you wind up being bullied everywhere you go, and you don't realize that it's a you problem? There is a difference between people discussing your online, behavior and bullying. Some of y'all, the ones that sit over there, if y'all have read this psych eval and you choose to sit over there, that's a you problem. That's sad. You need to figure out what's going on inside you that you're willing to tolerate that behavior. No, I don't know if it was, it might be on her subreddit. I don't know. This was talked about months ago, y'all. I just went back to it because I wasn't right. I don't think that he's any healthier than she is, to be honest. Just being honest. Because there's something missing there where he just deals with it. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Somebody has to be an adult in that relationship, because the trauma that is being caused in that home is gonna be a problem, and they don't give a fuck. I agree with that. I could see that. I agree. I don't think that he is I don't think that he's any better. A real man would have kicked her ass the fuck out and left his kid there. I have zero, right, exactly. I have zero, right. And I find it strange because in the original court documents, I appreciate you, thank you, it specifically says that he's failing to protect, and that might be why the case is still open. I agree. She shared it. She listed to me. She shares everything. Everything that we get over here is from her sharing it. Sometimes, you ready? Sometimes it's even her or one of her people sending it to us, okay, on a fake account as bait. Why would somebody do that? Why would somebody do that? Correct. I'm telling you. Because they want it to be talked about. That's why. And we are on this side of things have to have some self-control and not encourage or sit in that live stream. I don't know, I meant to, and I'm sorry, I forgot. I meant to get a new list of streamers, because I know there are new people on both apps, and I could put them all out. That way, we know. That's exactly what it is. But JC, wait, like, I don't understand that mentality. I really don't, because my ex-husband, right? When I was in active addiction, mind you, I was in active addiction. Also, no history of controlled substances. Kind of weird. Anywho. Yeah, and he's quick about it, too. He really is. Nookie gets him up as fast as he can. Watch a replay. But when CPS would come and knock on my door, I would pack my shit and leave. And leave my kids in the house. I don't know. Well, I will never understand a parent. Right. And she blames the Dunkin' Donuts situation on the bullies. You lost that job because you got on the internet and said you spit in Darlene's drink. 100%. I tell people not to call every single time. So, I don't give a shit what she does over there. So I think that it takes time. It has to get to the right people, if you will. And I spoke to the Attorney General that was investigating her. When we were in Cape Coral, I spoke to that person myself. They sent me a list of agencies to get proof to, and that's what I did. And he was in the financial crimes. He sure was. Right. I really try, especially if I know that it is a situation that I know is being handled. I don't think mass reporting always is the opposite of what we're trying to do here. I'm sorry, I'm trying, y'all. I sent yes, I did, but he's a financial crimes attorney general. So he told me, let me back up so that this is all 100% clear. He is the department, the attorney general that he is financial crimes, right? When I spoke to him, because when we were in Cape Coral, we tried to meet him. When that, careful, should I start copywriting? When we went there, he was on break, right? When I got back, I emailed him again. And he told me, I explained to him, I wrote him a very lengthy, with details, email. And he came back to me and said to contact, I think he said agriculture. I could tell you. I could just tell you who it was. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me find the email. Kenny. I'm sorry, y'all. I could tell you exactly where he told me to go. I'm not gonna say. I agree, no pants penny. I agree. Bang. Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services, excuse me. Department of Law Enforcement, who is doing the investigation, okay? And the IRS. All have been reported. So there's that. And I understand that a lot of people that watch are waiting for some type, like you're waiting for the other shoe to drop, right? I get that. I just ask that you do it from a replay channel. You know, hi Dawn, how are you? Right, and that could be, it takes time. I know it does. It takes time. And what are you making? Yeah, trust the process. But I promise y'all, if it was something that I needed help with, like the governor letter, right? I will post it and get some help. But in this situation, I know that it is being worked on. Right. I feel like wasn't she live recently? Feisty? I could have sworn I seen her the other day. I'm sorry. I can't see with the pinned comments. Right. If you watch live yesterday, that's what I thought. It does take time. I know it does, y'all. And trust me, I get the frustration. I know that there's some high flyers. I know that there is some how can I say this? When there are pill counts done over there. Goose! Merry Christmas. I hope your dog's doing alright. When there are pill counts done, there are meds put in other places because she only counts what's in the bottle. They know, y'all. I promise you, they are very well aware of what they're dealing with. And even if they didn't, this psych eval showed them. You understand? Love, I don't think that they do. I think that people are giving them shit. It's wild to me. I would be so embarrassed, y'all. I would be so embarrassed if I had to get on this app and have other people support my family at Christmas time or birthday presents, right? I would be so embarrassed. But this goes with the lack of self-awareness. What up, Panda? A normal person would be mortified. 7-0 is illegal in Florida, not Kratom. They banned it. I'm telling, no, but like, never mind continuing to do it more than once. I would be so embarrassed. I would be so embarrassed. What up, Lily? I know, it's crazy, and I feel bad. Honestly, that's where I was going. I feel bad for the people that do it, because she just uses them, right? They are very different. They are very different. No, it's like an extract. I don't. What up, Scroll Patrol? I don't know, to be clear, but I know that it was like, it runs along the same pathway as opiates. So people were getting like physically addicted, dependent, if you will. Yeah, they took it off the shelves here. A couple of states, actually. You know what upsets me, Joe Mama? Listen to me. I said I wasn't going to do anything for Christmas, right? Thanksgiving was really a lot in my current state. Hi, witchy woman. Hi, Brandy. And I said I wasn't going to do it. I am still getting at least 4 emails a day of people that are begging for help in seriously devastating situations. Okay? Those people would be grateful for anything. They would not get on this app and continue to take. There is never going to be enough over there, y'all. There is never going to be enough. It is never going to be enough. Agreed, 100%. And when I read these emails, I get so upset because they would, like, these people would do anything for that opportunity, and they have too much pride to come to this app. They would be grateful and keep it moving. They wouldn't ask again. And I'm telling you, it fucking infuriates me because they're not in need, okay? They're not in need. It really pisses me off because both of them are able-bodied adults, okay? Both of them could have gotten a seasonal job. I can't even explain. It makes me, Highland, it makes me so mad. Because we all watched you wrap that Sonic helmet. Why is it unwrapped in the garage? You unwrapped them and then rewrapped them there is a difference. Listen, my mother, there is a difference between a need and a want, y'all. Go out and come back in. Am I good? I'm sorry. I don't want to continue until I know you can hear me. I'm trying, y'all. Oh my God. Okay. There is a difference between a need and a want. And let me tell you something. If you have, those of us that are parents with older kids, right? If you spoil your children and then, hi Clova, I hope you're doing all right, and then do not teach them accountability, you have no idea what you're raising. I'm sorry. Hi Stewie. It's crazy in here right now, so I apologize. I'm doing the best I can. I was spoiled, but I knew the difference. You understand? It is same. Kylie, listen to me. Staten Island doesn't get hurricanes like that, you know. I appreciate you, Pippi. And we got hit with Sandy. My kids must have been maybe 7 or 8, and I would get up and volunteer at a donation center, right? I would wake my kids up and take them. Tell my kids, go through your stuff, bring me a bag, we're gonna take it to the donation center. I taught my kids at a very young age the importance of service work, because I wanted them to understand that they lived a very privileged life. That one over there doesn't have any fucking idea what it is to struggle. And I don't know about y'all, but I am so fucking grateful for my struggles, because the person that I am today, I love being. Quick recap is there is no unaliving, attempts or ideation or essay or DV in that psych eval. Service work is so important. It really is. Right, exactly. Teaching them to give back is so important. Listen to me. If my kids acted anything like that monstrosity over there, she would have been Baker Act long ago. Hi, Crazy Chrissy. And I would have turned that Baker Act into a 30-day stay. And I would keep going back because she needs help. I never knew it either. So I get it, right? Like, I understand what you mean. But the longer the people feed into it, it's so dangerous, y'all. And not, hold on, let me elaborate. Not dangerous in the sense of like, dangerous because I can't imagine not wanting to give like my kids a better life than I had. Does that make sense? Every year. I go feed the homeless all the time. I don't get up on here and make a fucking video about it. Y'all get mad about the shit that I do publicly, you'd really be mad about the shit that I do in my real life. It's crazy to me. Oh, bringing me to the next thing. Y'all see Izzy White crashing out over there? What in the fuck made him so mad? I agree. I agree. Oh, God. You saw it? I don't know what happened. You saw it, right? I wonder what's going on over there. No. Well, they've been out a long time, Melissa too. I know. He really has an issue. East triggers the fuck out of him. I heard he was dissolving his 501c3, which is probably a good idea considering you, yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, he said he's dissolving his nonprofit. But did you really, you were taking the donations in like your, amen, Bethel, in your personal, to women. Kim, I always had a problem with that. I always had a problem with the way that he spoke to women. And then when we found out that he had fucking $250K sitting in Cash App from donated money. Right. No, he said he's dissolving it. Oh, yeah. He is the only person that I would compare to Slot. And I come across like TikTok scamming pieces of shit all the fucking time. He is the only person that I believe is on Slot's level. Big money. Big money. What would the donate? His pocket? I have a playlist about him on my YouTube channel. And that's what, you know, those people didn't know. You know, they didn't know that he was collecting money on their behalf. And then he would, y'all, the amount of same Sister B. No way, Pammy Cat. Don't tell me that. She can't be that dumb. those people, like he abused them. There's videos out there of him knocking them out. Those are the people that he was collecting money for on the internet to feed. No fucking way. They feared him. They did. They did. And locals in general. Oh yeah, it's crazy. But like, that's what people didn't understand, is if he's got an Amazon wish list for the food, right, in his bio, and people, he had a warehouse. I don't know if y'all know who the good boss, Victor the good boss. When Victor and Mike went to, get the fuck out of here, no way, she can't be that dumb. What up, Danny? Oh yeah, Linda. He had that warehouse, and that warehouse was stocked with food, y'all. All right, stocked with food. He could have fed people for a year with those donations alone. So why did you need the cash? What was the cash for? And when we pulled like his IRS documents, all a mess. And it's sad because he exploited those people publicly, collected money on their behalf, and then abused them. Crazy. It was crazy. I don't really talk about him. I used to, though. What was that, like 2 years ago? Yeah, that's what's off. He's also really verbally abusive to women. He sure is. Thank you, Court. He's not. There are other more serious allegations that the locals told us when we were doing the digging over there. And just for like clarification, his ex-girlfriend's son, who was not a minor, okay, he came to us, and we spoke to him once he turned 18, and he was calling Izzy in the comments, "You beat my mother, I watched you beat," it was terrible. But he was only 14 at the time, or 15 maybe. We had to wait until he turned 18. Good evening. I know, I don't know. This is, Becky, this is the first time I heard it. So if somebody has the link and you could get it to me of what she's doing on Facebook, I would appreciate it. I don't see that it would go very far because of the press associated to that situation, but I can't even believe she would be that dumb. Hi, Liz. Izzy White. What up, Betty White? Oh, that today, is it still, can I see it? Can you send it to my DM? Well, y'all, I thought I was doing something the other day. I got through like 400 or 500 Facebook DMs. Thank you, G-Cell. And you're not gonna believe it, they're full again. I don't fuck with him, Linda. I stopped fucking with him a while back. I don't really need to get into it. I'm sure you could dig around and see why, but it's out there. Yeah. What up, Chuck? We're talking about Skizzy White. That's what I called Skizzy White. He used to get real mad when I did this in my he used to get so mad when I put this emoji in my captions. Woo. But like, I'm sorry, that's the energy he gives. I haven't talked to him in like 2 years. I know, I love Chuck. I don't see Chuck. Yes, right. He used to get so mad, y'all. And like, in my opinion, if this triggers you so bad, you know. Y'all. Yeah, that one too. He hated it. He hated it. He hated it. I know. It's crazy. No, we don't. I haven't talked to him in a long time. What up, Maya? How are you? Right. Doesn't he hate that, Maya? Good old Skizzy. He hates this emoji. If you don't follow Main Maya, he does some good things in his local community. Sweetness. He does some good things in his community. And we love Maine Mayor over here. I know. I'm trying to keep up with the comments. I'm sorry. But Mayor, he feeds his community. Wizzy. He always called him Wizzy. Did you see he's dissolving his nonprofit? Am I muted? I don't think so, babe. Go out and come back. Listen, Jeff. I feel like I have more men in here now than there's ever been ever in any of my lives. I appreciate you. Thank you. I love Mean Maya. He is one of my bingo. He is one of my favorite human beings on this planet. I appreciate you, Kel. What up, short stuff? I love his whole vibe. I love him. Yeah, he does a lot of good, and he is on, okay. If you watch his videos where he's feeding or like cooking, he uses those proceeds to feed those people. So he's always done really good. I know you said that about, what was that? Because I knew what you said. I appreciate Danny. You always find the best gifts. I know you said that in my DMs, and I'm not sure. Is that the Marine guy that y'all been on? I know. I just got them done. Literally, I went to get my nails done, and I came in. Was that who it is? Well, I was upset because, like, I was kind of hoping that he was going to get, like, a senator seat or a governor seat, and I would be, like, automatically, like, I get a seat on who? He's demanding you leave TikTok? I'm not up on the law with him, though, so I can't. But, hey, if Chuck's against it, I'm against it. And I'm pretty sure Trucker also posts videos against him. Yeah, Me Mayor does good things. He really does. He's a really good human being. Couple more. He was a mayor. He ended his term and did the community store, and he does a lot of good with that. Yeah, I know. He's one of my favorite humans. He really is. What? There's people missing in Cape Coral. Oh, yo, did you see? Did y'all see they saved like 42 children in Florida that were missing? It's like the biggest. This world is scary. I love Chuck too. Chuck's good people, but there's never, like, I never have more than like 2 men around at any given time. So y'all, did y'all see what happened? Hold on, I gotta do the puzzle piece. All right, did y'all see what happened? So a couple, Spanish Dad in here. Hold on, puzzle piece, sorry. So a couple of months back, I got a text from Spanish Dad about his brother. What up, Cupcake? If you don't follow Spanish Dad, he's one of my besties, okay? His brother was arrested close to me, right? Maybe like 30 minutes, 25, whatever. His brother was arrested, and he sent me the proof that his brother was in Hawaii at the time he was arrested. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. Send it to him. He'll come back. He spent, I think, 12 days in jail. I'll text him. He spent, the brother who's a veteran, no, not kids, a girl accused him. I would sue the ever-living fuck out of them because he showed proof. I'm trying to text him. Hold on. He was in jail, I think, 12 days. Hi. His brother, who was a vet, was in jail, I think he said 12 days, okay? Huge. I got 80K for a wrongful arrest. And I only did one night. She accused him of, okay, I'm pretty sure he said 12 days. But he had proof. He sent me the proof while he was still in jail. Because I was like, what do you want me to do? Like, how can I help? I want to, hi Cindy Lou Who. His messages not going through. Right. And this is not the first. She sold his dog. Yeah, I sued New York NYPD. Hold on, y'all. Sold his dog. Okay. Yeah, he made a video of the news story. Yep. And he kind of retired from this type of content. Come into my live. We're talking about your brother. Come in. Yeah, just come in. Bye. He was wrongfully arrested. He is a veteran. Thank you, Pammy Cat. I appreciate you. Okay. He said I got like 2 seconds. He must be busy at work. He's working. Cinnamon, we're talking about Spanish Dad. There he is. Hit the box. Come in real quick. Yes, right. Not only that, but I know that they had the proof. Hit the box. Come up for a second. I know that they had the proof because he sent it to me when it first happened. He was in Hawaii, y'all. He was in Hawaii, and this bitch got him all jammed up. I would sue the eval. Yeah, they dismissed the case. What does that do? What does that do? Facts, Alexia. So Spanish Dad posted the video. He might be at work. There he goes. There you go. I got you.
Yep.
All right. We were talking about your brother and that situation. How long did he spend in there?
9 days.
And they dismissed the
9
charges,
days.
but they didn't they didn't arrest her for that false bullshit.
So he can't press charges. The police can't do anything. It's up to the state attorney to decide if they want to move forward and press charges against her. So right now, we're putting a packet together with all the things she's done with him and other people so that we can email it to the state attorney so that they can, hopefully they'll be like, oh yeah, we should probably do something about this.
I didn't know that they were declining pressing charges on her. That's crazy.
It's not even a thing in the state of Florida. Like, you can't go and say, I want to press charges on someone for a false police report.
He spent all that time in jail.
Yep. Jail, lawyer money, the money for his commissary, the money for his communication. We were texting, phone calls, the whole thing.
Did he get the dog back?
No. Nope. That's next. I know the name. We know the name. We know where the dog is. We know everything.
You know who has the dog?
So we're trying to let it be done peacefully.
That's crazy. He posted a video, y'all. If you don't follow Spanish Dad, he posted a couple of videos about the situation because it's crazy to me. Yeah, he's breaking up. I hear it.
It's wild. Yeah, I'm in a bad spot because we're about to go watch our daughter go do cheerleading.
Yeah, you're good.
No doubt.
Happy Merry Christmas.
Yeah, let's set up a time. We'll get on and talk about it with everybody. We'll set up a time so I can be ready and I'll share more info.
Bet.
All right,
Text me when you're done.
Appreciate y'all.
Have a good night.
All right, no doubt. Later.
Mike is not where this situation happened. It's crazy. I didn't know that they were declining pressing charges. That is crazy. We love Spanish Dad over here. He's the one that does. He also is the one that does my merch line. He's my bestie. Yeah, that's crazy. I never heard of anything like that. I'm gonna have to go through. Right, like, oh my God, Florida is just crazy about so much, y'all. So much. It's like anything goes in Florida, I'm telling you. Crazy. Yeah, maybe I'll ask them. I can't believe it. That's the first time I heard. Thanks, dipshits. That's the first time that I heard that they were not going to pursue her. That's crazy. He posted a video on his, can somebody get that spam out? He posted a video, right, that's what I'm saying. Well, I can't, he should be able, I appreciate you. And I guess we'll get on the Attorney General thing, because that's crazy to me. My mods, I have the best mods on the planet, dude. They are on it. Look at that. Bang, bang. I appreciate y'all. All right, y'all. I hope that everybody has a Merry Christmas. I hope that everybody, can you walk, please? I'm far from, wait, I don't know what you mean. You have to email me. This is not, like, when you're in the comments, it's not really easy for me to communicate. And I've kind of limited my boxes because of, I don't want to inadvertently put somebody in a box that I don't know, and then I wind up tied to a situation I really don't want tied to. I hope y'all have a Merry Christmas. I hope that everybody stays sane out there. I hope that people stop using really serious trauma as a means to grift on the internet. All right, I will see y'all after the holidays. Okay, try not to get in any trouble in these TikTok streets. Queen of being banned 3.0 at gmail.com. I appreciate all y'all, taps, gifters. I always appreciate y'all. And I will see y'all soon. I will. My mom, just give me a minute because it takes a second to get it up.